Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
This is James Elder for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. With me, I've got trainer Peter Fury. Firstly, how are you, Peter?
Yeah, I'm okay, James, thanks.
Well, I just want to say congratulations on Conor Sheehan and his win tonight.
Thank you.
Pretty impressive for a young prospect coming through, mate.
Yeah, he's an exceptional talent. He'll do well.
We today got the breaking news that Tyson Fury with WLADIMIR, the rematch, is off as we stand at the moment. Is there anything you can sort of tell us about what has happened and what's been going on?
I think it's a culmination of things. I think when he won the world title, the way he was treated, he said to me, I came back off the boat, I picked up the paper, expecting to be celebrated. He said straight away, he said the hate campaign started. So I think over the period of that, he was okay. He was complaining a lot about it. And he said, we're just not accepted. I've won the world title and this is how I'm treated. I'm almost being like a vendetta against me since I've won it. So I think that never pleased him too much. And I think he's just, he said on many occasions, what's it for? Because if I'm not being accredited for the work I've done and the achievement what I've achieved, why am I bothering? So I think it's created a lot of negativity in him as a person. And like I said, it's just the lack of respect he's received on a global scale. So obviously that's had an effect. And he come in the gym for a rematch. He did injure his ankle. That was all genuine. He was having a good camp. But even so, when we was abroad in Holland, he kept saying, I'm going to do it, but I'm losing interest in this game. So I think from then we had various issues with him. He was snapping a lot, he's coming in the gym. His mind was elsewhere some days, and I think because of the witch hunt against him and the recent allegations and everything else, I think it's put him over the edge. And he said, if this is what boxing's doing, I don't want it. So basically, there's a lot to be answered for. Very disappointing for me because we've got a super talent here, and whether it be himself or whatever you want to say, he's been drove underground with it, almost so he's at breaking point, and now he is seeking help. There will be a statement issued probably Tuesday, and basically nothing means anything. So he's at an all-time low, and basically I think he's always been a little bit up and down in the past. Tyson, he's volatile, always has been, but never like this. So because of the disrespect he's had and the recent allegations with doping allegations and all this, he just sees it as a complete witch hunt. Why bother? So this is the reasons. His condition will be discussed later on. Our priority is Tyson. Let's be honest. This payday for Tyson was between 5 and 6 million in his bank account. Not small money. So if he had a team around him who was in it for the money, Tyson would be pushed in there. But when the mind's not right and he's not with it, because the interest isn't there, we've got to look at his interest. We've got to really see Tyson and value him as a human being, as a person, especially with it being family as well. And I'm not interested in Tyson getting in there and having a 50% Tyson, or could be endangering his health, because he's lost a hell of a lot of interest, and it's due to what I've said, and that has put him in a certain condition. So the main thing for us at the minute is getting Tyson back on track. It ain't about WLADIMIR KLITSCHKO, it ain't about anybody. It's about Tyson himself and the way he views the world that views him. So we're looking at it, and hopefully he'll get on the mend and he'll be back. But, you know, it's a catalyst of events, which has led him to almost breaking point. There's only so much, you know, a man can take.
Do you feel the old Tyson Fury and the mentality he had before and the way he approached his work will return, Peter?
You know, I think it will. I think he won the title at 27, and look, he's only a young man. He's had a lot of stick, you know. So he's never been in any real issues. He's never been in trouble in his life. You know, it's all new to him. You know, and it's a lot to handle when the world's on your back and you feel like you've not been respected. You know, so you know, everybody sees things differently. You know, I can talk. He's okay when he's with me, but Tyson's a deep thinker. He's an overthinker at times. You know, and you know, it's just got on top of him. And you know, and the current allegations, you know, I don't even want to begin to start with them because they are the biggest corrupt lot of allegations I've ever seen in my life. So, you know, this is totally wrong what's going on. That's as much as I can say about it. But at the end of the day, we have a phenomenal world champion. So everybody needs to look in the mirror what they're doing. You know, because they're doing a lot of damage to him. You know, he's a nice human being, Tyson, no matter what people say. You know, he's a gentleman to everybody. Stops, does interviews, does the best he can. And this is how he gets treated. So for me, he walks off a duck's back. So, but he's not me, everybody takes it differently. So, you know, he wanted the acclaim of what he achieved. He wanted people to get behind him. He doesn't see that. He said to me, how's all this come about with the allegations? What's happening here? He just thinks it's a witch hunt and let him get on with it. So he is not, in his mind, out to please anybody. It's all about himself. But when you get in positions where he can't be bothered with anything, he's lost interest, you know, sometimes he probably can't be bothered to get up in the morning. You know, so he's on an all-time low at the moment.
Tyson's well-being, his health is more important than anything in the world. But do you think we will see him back in the boxing ring?
Oh, 100%. I don't think it's anything severe as far as it's got long-term effects. I think he needs a bit of time out. He needs to take the pressure off, and he needs some medical assistance. And I think he'll be back. I think he'll be okay.
Has there been sort of, you mentioned the stories, the pressure, the tension, the witch hunt. Did this affect the reason why he didn't sort of turn up for the press conference, for instance? Has this been going underneath the surface a little while longer than maybe we've been aware of?
Well, look, even we didn't know what was the matter with him. You know, you come into the gym, turn up for a press conference. You know, I said to him, I said, you need to do this, you need to do that. And he was going okay. There was like no drive there. So, you know, clearly there was something amiss. So we finally got him to. He sought some help. We found out what the problem is, and from what I can gather, it is due to the way he's been treated and the current allegations. So a man can only take so much.
He's worked his whole life to get into this situation, to be the unified heavyweight world champion. Has there been any contact with the governing bodies, and are they accepting as a legitimate reason for Tyson Fury not fighting?
I don't think they've been contacted as yet, you know, because everybody else are like a pack of vermin, aren't they? You know, they'll be onto the governing bodies and doing whatever they can. Everybody's jumping over everybody's back to try and get in a position, because that's boxing. It is literally a rat race, you know, when you're up on a world level. So let them jump over each other's back, let them shag each other to get to the belt. I don't care. So let them do what they want. But let me tell you, a lot of the people and a lot of governing bodies are responsible for the way Tyson is, not himself. He's done nothing wrong. We've got the best heavyweight in the world, yeah, that's been drove underground by the way they've carried on. You know, leaking stuff to the press every 5 minutes. You know, what's it about? You know, so absolute craziness. And I said to the lawyers, I said they wanted to put a full statement out. I said, tell you what, just draw it back and just give a little bit. I said, and let's see the response. Let's see where people's at. And you've only got to look at the sheer hatred, the sheer abuse, the sheer people that's celebrating where he is at the moment. It shows you, you know, what has society come to? This kid needs help, yeah? And you know, the abuse, I don't even want to repeat it. These are not men. These are not good people. And I'm not saying that for the good fans, because there's people that stuck with us through thick and thin, and I apologise to them. But bear in mind, Tyson has worked from being 14 years of age all through the amateurs. I've spent 6 years getting to where we are. He's fought as a challenger. He's not even been rewarded financially yet. He was about to get rewarded and fight as a champion, and now it's all gone by the wayside. So this is not something, this is not a tactic. This is reality. This is reality of the system breaking one man down. And you know, this is what it's about. And this is not me saying so. This is professional people telling me this. You know, so I'm only going off what I'm being told, and what I see and the comments out of him over the past months, that's exactly where it's at.
Once certain accusations are found to be unfounded, do you feel he can return to the way things he was before?
I think so. I think he needs time to reflect, and I think Tyson can come back. You know, with the right help, family around him, taking the pressure off. I don't care if he never boxes again. You know, I'm not bothered. I'm sick of the fact that he's not got himself financially secure. I'm sick of the fact that it's a sheer waste of major talent. You know, so maybe he will. I think he will come back, because I think he lives and breathes the fight game. But this is where he's at the moment. Like I said, it's not about the Klitschko, it's not about anything. It's about where he is as a person.
Will there be any reschedule of that fight, or do you think now, for the moment, there's greater concerns than sort of fight dates?
Yeah, I'm not interested in fight dates. We will take our time. My main issue is Tyson's health and well-being. So the lawyers are getting on with what they're doing, and my priority is Tyson, because we're a family. You know, if he doesn't box again, you know, we know his achievements, we know the type of man he is, and I'm happy with that. I'm not trying to convince the public of anything. I've got their view. I can see it clearly over the internet, the social media. They can carry on. We know different. We're happy. I'm happy, I should say.
Don't judge the public on the words of a few uneducated people. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you are right.
There are many bad people out there. I'm sure there is many people that view him in a different light, in a positive light. So.
There is. You know, he's got a lot of followers. There's quite a lot of people in his interest, but it's the amount of number that's not is phenomenal.
We wish Tyson Fury the best in his recovery. I hope it's not too long before he's feeling himself and back to doing what he does best and loves the most in the world. You know, I hope he can get that love back for the game. I genuinely do.
You know, 100%. When he comes back, he will come back eventually, and when he does, we want him in perfect health, and he'll step back right back in, and he'll relieve whoever's got them titles, because he's a phenomenal heavyweight, and the people that don't realise it, they've seen it in Germany, and they will see it again, hopefully. And in the meantime, we go on with who we've got now. We've got Hughie Fury's on the fringes of world title. We get offered fights, and then, you know, they don't happen for one reason. But he's coming, and you know, he's the next one on the scene as well. So we're looking for big things for him next year.
Peter, thank you very much for giving me some time. I know what is a very testing and trying time for the Fury family, sir. And I do hope genuinely things work themselves out for you guys.
Yeah, thanks, James. We'll keep going. We'll do our best.
Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.
£5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.